In a small, peaceful town where life moved at a gentle pace, there lived a young boy named Ayan. He was known for his bright smile, curious eyes, and endless imagination. But there was one thing Ayan struggled with more than anything else: time. Ayan always believed time was something that could be pushed aside. "I'll do it later," he often said while playing with his toys, watching birds from the window, or daydreaming about adventures. Homework could wait. Getting ready for school could wait. Even listening to his parents could wait. But time, as Ayan would soon learn, never waits for anyone. A habit of delay every morning, Ayan's mother gently woke him up. "Wake up, Ayan." "The day has begun," she would say. Ayan would turn over in bed. "Just 5 more minutes," he replied almost every day. Those 5 minutes often became 10, then 15. As a result, he rushed through breakfast, ran to school, and arrived late to class. His teacher noticed his potential but also his lack of discipline. "You are smart, Ayan," she once told him kindly, "but you must learn to value time." Ayan nodded, but deep inside, he didn't truly understand. The strange clock shop one evening, while returning home from school, Ayan noticed something unusual. At the end of a quiet street stood an old clock shop. The sign was faded, and the windows were filled with clocks ticking in perfect rhythm. Curious, Ayan stepped inside. Tick, 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 the sound surrounded him. Behind the counter sat an elderly man with calm eyes and a long white beard. He looked at Ayan and smiled as if he had been waiting for him. "Young boy," the man said softly, "do you know the value of time?" Ayan shrugged. "It's just something that passes." The old man gently shook his head. "Time is the most powerful teacher if you listen." He handed Ayan a small, old-fashioned watch. "This watch will not turn back time," the man said. "But it will show you what happens when time is wasted." Before Ayan could ask anything, the shop disappeared. Lessons through visions that night. Ayan placed the watch beside his bed. As he drifted to sleep, the ticking grew louder and louder until suddenly, he found himself standing in a strange place. It was his school, but years in the future. Ayan saw an older version of himself sitting alone, looking tired and regretful. Papers were scattered around him, stamped with low marks. "Why do you look so sad?" young Ayan asked. The older Ayan sighed. "Because I never respected time. I wasted my chances, and now I'm living with regret." The scene changed again. Ayan saw moments from his life: missed classes, unfinished dreams, opportunities that slipped away because he chose delay over effort. Each ticking second felt heavier than the last. "Time once lost never returns," a voice echoed. Awakening to change, Ayan woke up suddenly, his heart racing. The watch lay quietly beside him. Outside, the morning sun was rising. This time, when his mother called him, Ayan jumped out of bed immediately. "No more waiting," he whispered to himself. From that day on, Ayan changed. He woke up early, organized his schoolwork, and listened carefully in class. When he played with joy, but when it was time to study, he focused. Slowly, he felt proud of himself. Time was no longer his enemy. It had become his guide. The reward of discipline. Weeks later, Ayan faced an important exam. In the past, he would have panicked. But now, he prepared calmly, dividing his time wisely. During the exam, he answered confidently, managing each minute carefully. When the results were announced, Ayan's parents smiled with pride, and his teacher praised his hard work. "You didn't just study well," she said. "You respected time." That evening, Ayan returned to the street where the clock shop once stood. It was gone, but he no longer needed it. He touched the watch in his pocket and smiled. The true power of time. Ayan finally understood a lesson many learned too late. Time is not just seconds and hours. Time is opportunity. Time is responsibility. Time is life. From that day onward, Ayan never said, I'll do it later. He knew that the present moment was the greatest gift of all. And so, the boy who once ignored time grew into someone who used it wisely, one moment at a time. Hourglass sparkles.